stand for our national anthem, sung by a graduate of Globe University, Josh Ryan.
That's a long walk. Before I take a shot at not messing up the national anthem, I just want to take a moment and remember the 20 young angels out on the East Coast that won't be celebrating their graduation because of the unfortunate evil and sickness that is in this world. So they are always in our hearts, in our minds, and in our prayers. So if we could take a moment of silence for them. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Good evening. We are absolutely delighted to have you here with us this evening. My name is Brock Vander Velden, Campus Director of Globe University, Madison West. Those of you with cameras and camcorders, please feel free to come up at any time to take pictures. We encourage that. However, I'd like to remind you at this time to please silence your cell phones so we can all enjoy this evening. We at Globe University, Madison East and West are excited to celebrate this event with you. Tonight's graduation ceremony gives us the opportunity to formally recognize our students for their tenacity and perseverance throughout their journey, and our staff and faculty for their dedication. Would all the staff and faculty present please stand? Let's give these folks a round of applause. You can see them. Graduates, we are all very proud of your success that put you here this evening. I am sure you realize that this would not have been done or been possible without the support of your friends and family. Graduates, would you please stand, turn and face the audience, and give a round of applause to your families and friends for their encouragement and help that led you to this achievement today. Graduates, tonight is your night. I am very excited to announce our graduate speakers who would like to share a few thoughts and memories of their time at Globe University. Our Madison East graduate speaker this evening is a graduate of our medical assistant program. Catherine lives with her fiance Tom in Lodi. She has two amazing parents, a son Tony, a daughter Ashley, a son-in-law Mitch, a grandson Caden, and two stepsons Matt and Joe. She has been a certified pharmacy technician for the last 15 years but wanted to learn a different skill in healthcare and therefore chose the medical assistant field. Her future plans include getting married and working part-time in a CMA role while continuing furthering her education. Here's what Medical Assistant Program Chair Cara Guglielmo had to say. Extremely dedicated individual that takes advantage of every opportunity given. Please help me welcome our Madison East graduate speaker for this evening, Catherine Deedy.
Hi everyone. All right. Well, as Brock said, I've been a certified pharmacy tech for many, many years, and just couldn't get any higher in that field without becoming a pharmacist. So, and I did want to stay in the healthcare field, and after doing some research, I decided on Globe University, and I chose Globe over other schools because I just didn't want to be on a waiting list and I didn't want to be a number. And there was a time that I didn't think I could ever do this. I thought about quitting, but the love and support I received from my parents, Glenn and Sally, and my fiance Tom, and then my two kids, Ashley and Tony, they just told me to keep pushing on. And there are also a few other people at Globe that also told me not to give up. And I know she's here, Deanne Kepke. Here you are, okay. And Leisha, I don't know if Leisha's here tonight. And Dan, he's also one of the staff members. And Dan graduated from Globe too just a few months ago. And we spent a lot of time in the library, a lot of time. And we just kept telling each other, we can do this. And Leisha, again, I wish she was here tonight. She's the Globe program chair. Totally amazing person. She made sure that you were on the right track, and if not, she went above and beyond to make sure that things were okay. And Dan Godwin, like I said, he's one of the instructors here, one of the staff at Globe, and he just wants everybody to succeed. And Dan helped me to increase my self-esteem. He kept telling me that I can do this. Just do it, Gabby. And Kira, who is the medical assistant program chair now, she's also become just an amazing part of my life, very positive part of my life. And I just want to say congratulations here to everyone here tonight. All of our hard work has finally paid off. And we are graduating. We did it. We did it. Best of luck to all of you, and thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. You did do it. Our Madison West graduate speaker this evening is also a graduate of our medical assistant program. Mary currently resides in Mount Horeb and has 3 children and 5 grandchildren, and a 6th one expected this spring. Mary works full-time at an insurance company, and she owns a diner and bakery in Mount Horeb, where she spends her weekends. She was a volunteer EMT for 18 years and currently does volunteer work for the American Cancer Society and Mount Horeb's Relay for Life. Mary graduates tonight having attended every single class and with a 4.0 average. Wow. That's amazing. Come on up, but there's more. Come on up. Here's what Judy Buckstein, Medical Assistant Externship Coordinator at Globe, had to say. Mary was the best externship student. She was extremely conscientious, always on time, as you can see here. And everyone at her clinical site absolutely loved Mary. She is the best. Please help me welcome Madison West graduate speaker this evening, Mary Ryan.
congratulate each of my fellow graduates on your accomplishments this evening. This is a success that we have all worked very hard to achieve. And this evening, we have all succeeded in a goal we set for ourselves by following our dreams. I'm considered a non-traditional student. That means someone that delays their education for whatever reasons may be, and then goes to college later in life. I always dreamed of going to college, and for as long as I can remember, I wanted to be in the medical field. But I came from a very large farming family. I have 5 brothers and 5 sisters, and money was tight. The means wasn't there, and I didn't have the means on my own to attend college right out of high school. So I got a job as a CNA in a nursing home with the intention of saving money for college. However, I married at a young age, I had children early, and I continued working full-time, helping on the dairy farm, and raised my family. College at that time was out of the question. A few years later, I decided to become a part-time volunteer EMT. Besides my full-time job, the farm, and the family. I loved the volunteer service, and I worked at it for 18 years. But working in that field just kept my dream alive of going further into the medical field. After many years of a very busy life, another change happened. I was suddenly alone. My kids were grown and gone from home, and I had to move from the farm and live in town for the first time in my life. I was working a full-time and a part-time job, but neither was giving me the satisfaction that I wanted. One evening, about 3 years ago, I was Googling online and I found something about Globe University. I did some research about the school, the locations, what classes are offered, and I found out a lot of information that really interested me. I called my daughter that night and I asked her, "Do you think I'm too old to go back to school?" And my daughter said, "No, Mom, you're never too old. Follow your dream." So I called Globe University and I made an appointment with Jamie Bensley. That was in June of 2010. I told her I was interested in what I thought was a medical administration position that I had read about online. But after hearing a little about my background, Jamie told me she thought I was better suited for the medical assistant program. I didn't really know what that was, but Jamie explained it all to me. And we sat there that night and talked for 2 hours. And I realized then just how right Jamie was. By the time I left, after 2 hours, I was enrolled in college for the first time in my life in the medical assistant program. And I was ready to follow my dream. That was in June. And I figured I could be ready to start classes in September like I assumed all the schools do. But Jamie informed me that Globe is a little bit different. School was going to start in July, and that was only 3 weeks away. That's where I panicked and knew I couldn't possibly be ready to go in 3 weeks. But Jamie and many other people at Globe helped me work through all the paperwork, the pre-testing of educational skills, my book ordering, the class sign-up arrangement. I worked with the financial aid department and my program advisor. And within 3 weeks, I was attending my first classes at Globe University. I continued to work full-time and part-time, attend school in the evenings, and study in all of my free time. I made myself study at least 2 hours every evening because I wanted to prove to myself that I can do this after so many years of putting my dream on hold. My social life was also put on hold. My life involved nothing but working full-time, going to school part-time, and reading and studying in all of my free time. I never went anywhere without a book in my hand or in my car. And I lost many hours of sleep every night just to keep my studies up to date. It was never easy. But in the end, it has all paid off. If it weren't for the friendly, knowledgeable, and supportive staff at Globe, I could not have done this. They helped me get started, supported me through all of my classes, and they continue to assist me through my job search. Even after obtaining a medical assistant position, they will follow up with me and my new employer to ensure that things are going in the right direction for me. I told Emily and Melissa one night that I feel as if I constantly have a globe ghost following me, and they said they are following me, but they prefer to be referred to as cheerleaders. I'm losing my hat here. But that's exactly what the entire staff here at Globe University is. They're cheerleaders. They're always there to assist in your studies, externship, and job searching. Globe University truly is dedicated to its students. They help people's dreams come true. This is my story, but this evening is not about me or my story. It's all about you, all of us as graduates. We have followed our dreams, and we have succeeded. In everyone's life, there are a few hurdles to overcome. When you come up against a hurdle, you have two options. You can look at it, decide you can't overcome that, and turn and walk in the other direction. Or you can face that hurdle, make a decision that you can get over it, and then find the way to do it. It may not always be the easiest way, but it will be the right way. And when another hurdle gets in your way, face it and overcome it. This evening I want to thank the staff at Globe University for helping me for the last 2.5 years to find my way in achieving my goal and making my dream come true. This school is small, which is one of the reasons I chose to come here. The staff and students know each other on a first-name basis. It's such a family-oriented campus, and that really helped me feel at ease as I entered each quarter of new classes. I have thoroughly enjoyed my experience with Globe University. To my fellow graduates, I congratulate each one of you on finding the ways to overcome your hurdles, follow your dreams, and most especially on your graduation from Globe University. May all of your dreams come true.
Good evening. My name is Rocky Klitsky and I'm the campus director at the Globe University Madison East Campus. Let's give our student speakers one more round of applause. It is my honor at this time to introduce this evening's keynote speaker, Van Nutt. Van Nutt has served as Executive Director of Middleton Chamber of Commerce since March 2003, working with outstanding chamber boards and volunteer city leaders. Van became a member of the Middleton Chamber of Commerce in 1998 as president of Improvability Incorporated, a company that provided team building and communication sessions to businesses throughout the Midwest. Prior to starting Improvability in 1998, Van had served as general manager of Paragon Business Furniture Group, controller of Mosley's, and controller for Chalet Ski and Patio, and in various other retail capacities with Chalet throughout the Midwest. Van has served on many boards and numerous ad hoc committees. Ladies and gentlemen, Van Nutt.
Thank you, Rocky. Wow. It's a good-looking group of graduates. I got nothing. I did absolutely nothing. What I'd love to do is sit right there in that empty chair and have each of you come up and share your stories. Those are two lead speakers, because you have amazing stories. And you're going to create a lot more amazing stories. My hope tonight, I'm going to get rid of Plan A here because this one's not good anymore. You took all my good stuff, Mary. No, seriously, you are here tonight, graduates, because you've chosen not to settle. Okay? You've made choices and you worked very hard to be here tonight. Yes, you sacrificed some sleep, but rather than sacrifice, I'd say you invested some of that time for what lies ahead. You wanted something different, and you found that, and you're going to continue to find difference as you move ahead. As Murray said you're non-traditional graduates, many of you, and I want to share a little some non-traditional thoughts with you tonight to honor your accomplishments in the process that you've been in. And to do that, I usually work with a prop. This is a book. Okay. You probably recognize it, didn't you? He said, that's a really tiny book and there isn't anything on the front. How do you know what you're studying? It depends on what page you open up in this particular book. 14 years ago, a friend of mine who did some comedy work for us in improbability said, there's this crazy guy from Kansas City coming into town. He's giving a presentation of his book. You should go listen. And being the gullible guy that I am, I said, sure, I'll go listen. That's no problem. As I walk into the bookstore, this gentleman has a little clothesline hung up from one end of a book rack to another. And I'm the first one there, of course, because I, too, like to be early. As my trainer says, if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late. He's paper clipping or clothespinning pictures up on this clothesline. And what he tells everyone as they come in is, rather than just talk about this book, if you see a picture you like, point it out and we'll talk about it. Well, each of those pictures related to a chapter in this book. And I thought it was a beautiful way for him to share his story, visually engaging everyone. And Gordon McKenzie is his name. Gordon passed away a few years ago. He's one of those guys that changed my life. I think we all have those in our life. Many of you graduates have instructors, you have family, you have friends who have helped you change your life. Gordon McKenzie helped me change my life, forcing me to look at things a little bit differently. This book is one of 5,000 that were handmade. After that, he sold the Viking Penguin and produced a lot more. But and if you get a chance afterwards, you got to take a look. I mean, it's got canvas in here, it's got oilskin, it's just beautifully done. But it was his dream, it was his vision to put his life, his thoughts together in a little journal that people could have. Gordon had been a sketch artist for Hallmark cards. Everybody here knows what Hallmark is. You've all probably sent one recently. Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy New Year. Well, Gordon was, when Hallmark first started their contemporary card division, Gordon was one of the contemporary artists, which means he couldn't really draw real things. He kind of had to fake it. So a lot of what he drew is a little bizarre, but it works in the context of those cards. Gordon was also a traveling artist, and he would go out on the road with an beat-up truck, and he would set up a welding shop, and he would go entertain elementary students. And ultimately, he would start with the kindergartners, and one of the first questions he would ask was, how many of you are an artist? Every child in that kindergarten class would raise their hand. I'm an artist, yeah. By the time he got to 6th grade, the kids would be looking around. One of them might very sheepishly raise their hand and say, I think I am. And it's kind of sad because we're all very creative. We all have tremendous gifts to give. And the system that Gordon struggled with was a system where people felt they couldn't be creative, they couldn't challenge themselves. They had to kind of fit into the norm, if you will, which seems appropriate for non-traditional students. The book is called Orbiting the Giant Hairball, and Gordon's theme is basically this. It's that if you think of the world, think of your business, think of life as a hairball. Those of you who have cats, you kind of know what I mean. This one's a little nicer looking hairball, though. And there's this gravity pull. And the more time we spend with things, the closer we get pulled into the center of them. The more we potentially lose of ourselves, to the point where we're just part of the hairball. We lose ourselves. Orbiting the giant hairball is being aware that there's structure, there's framework in the world, but being true to yourself, not settling, staying just outside of that, so you can still contribute uniquely as yourself. Beautiful, beautiful sentiment. The key, not to settle. Stay unique, be true to yourself. You've already discovered that because you're here tonight. You got on amazing caps. Love the blue, by the way. I don't know if you came up with the blue, but that's really appropriate for Globe University. It's been difficult for you at times, obviously, and you've had to stretch yourselves, you've had challenges, as we all have, that you were not willing to settle. I want to give you a couple of examples of some other people locally that weren't willing to settle. Fred Foster, Electronic Theater Controls, X number of years ago, said, I don't really like the lighting boards that are out there. So he started building one in his garage. It's a business out in Middleton. Well, today that company has 70% of the world lighting market. They've actually got most of the lights. Those are Source 4s, I think, up above there. because he didn't want to settle for what was available. He reached out and he wanted to do something more, make something more. Was very successful. Pleasant Rowland decided that children's books were good, girls' books were good, but they might be more engaging if they challenged the creativity, or more interactive. How do you do that with a book? Accessories, in her case, dolls. She didn't settle, and today there's American Girl Company. Most of us have heard of American Girl. One very close to home, I have a friend whose son, I remember walking into their house in Fitchburg, probably 30 years ago. I'm a lot older than I look. Most of you are too. And this kid had this room full of Legos. Things built all over the place. Just amazing structures of Legos. Like, that's pretty cool, or a little obsessive, I'm not sure. That kid, JB, is the Chief Technology Officer of Tesla Motors. He owns 85 patents in their electric cars, and they're just doing amazing things. But he wasn't willing to settle for what was. And his first electric car was a golf cart he pulled out of a dump in Door County, probably 25 years ago. Got it working today. You can go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds in an electric car. Because he stuck with it, he wasn't willing to settle. I told Brock earlier that I was going to read a chapter from this book. And he kind of laughed and said, yeah, you're right, you're going to do that. And I said, you just condemned everyone to a full chapter in this book, Brock. So, here we go. You ready? Chapter 19. It's called Orville Wright. Chapter 19. Orville Wright did not have a pilot's license. End of the chapter. Wasn't so bad, was it? He didn't have to ask permission. He said, I want to fly. I don't want to settle for a walking or riding a bike. They were bike shop people. I'm not going to settle. I want to fly. He didn't necessarily need permission to do that. Now today we need permission to do a lot of things, but he wasn't going to let not having a pilot's license keep him from his goal of getting into the air, and he did. He followed his passion, and as you venture out and follow your passion, stay true to yourself. Try not to get caught up with everything else that makes you less than you. You've spent a number of years now redefining yourself, reshaping yourself, bringing on new skills and new tools. You're going to contribute a lot to the value of, hopefully, our area. I hope you can stay here in this area and continue to be part of this. But if you fly, if you've got to be somewhere else, you're going to be important contributors to our economy, to the heart and soul of our country. Don't settle for what less than you can be capable of. Congratulations. You're on your way to making our world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Now comes the moment that everyone has been waiting for, the presentation of the diplomas to this evening's graduates. Presenting the diplomas this evening is Madison East Dean of Students, Krista Ebo.
Thank you. As we ask graduates to join us on stage, I will recognize graduates who are unable to join us for this special occasion. We also welcome graduates this evening from Globe University's online division and the Eau Claire campus. Will Rick Mason, Program Chair for the Business at Madison East and West, please join us at center stage. At this time, I would ask our accounting and business graduates to come forward. Graduating from Madison East with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Managerial Accounting, Kayla Kaiser. Graduating from Madison East with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Business Administration, Ryan Levica. Young. Graduating from Madison West with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Business Administration, graduating with honors, Lori Ann Kamal. Graduating with honors, Krista Conley, who is unable to join us this evening. Graduating with honors, Rochelle Hill. Graduating with honors, Scott R. Miller. Larry Saffold. Graduating from Globe University Online Division with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Business Administration, Amanda Lee Kopis. Graduating from Madison East with a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration, graduating with honors, Nicole Keel. Graduating from Globe University Online Division with a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration, Brendan Thomas O'Shea. This evening we also have a student receiving a master's degree, and I would like to share information about the ceremony accompanying this degree. The pageantry of commencement has its roots in medieval times, dating to the early tradition of Europe's first universities. In 1895, the United States set for its universities a uniform academic costume code, which is reflected in most of the regalia worn today. You may have noticed that many of us are wearing additional drapings over our robes. This is called a hood. The colorful hood of each university is reserved for those who attain the highest of academic degree beyond a bachelor's degree. It is a special part of academic regalia and acknowledges scholarly and professional achievements. The outer binding of a master's hood represents the field of study in which the degree was received. The colors of the inner lining of the hood signify the institution awarding the degree. The hood this evening has an inner lining of blue and white, denoting the Globe Education Network school colors, and is outlined in drab, which represents a degree in business. Globe University Online Division is proud to announce our graduate receiving her Master's of Business Administration with honors, Ashley LaChance. For Criminal Justice at Madison West, please join us at center stage. At this time, I would ask our criminal justice graduates to come forward. Graduating with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Criminal Justice, graduating with honors, Joshua D. Ryan. Specialist at Madison West is... Oh, sorry. I stand corrected. Will David Walker, Program Chair for Health Fitness Specialist at Madison West, please join us at center stage. At this time, I would ask our Health Fitness Specialist graduates to come forward. Graduating with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Health Fitness Specialist, Molly Feinborn. Will Dee Collect, Program Chair for Information Technology at Madison East and West, please join us at center stage. At this time, I would ask our Information Technology graduates to come forward. Graduating from Madison East with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Information Technology, Holly Peterson, who is unable to join us this evening. Graduating from Madison West with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Information Technology, Sean M. Alberg. Program Chair for Interactive Media and Graphic Design at Madison East, please join us at center stage. At this time, I would ask our Interactive Media and Graphic Design graduates to come forward. Graduating with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Interactive Media and Graphic Design, Tammy K. Marshall. Will Robin Reinhardt, Program Chair for Massage Therapy at Madison East, and Jess Boggs, Program Chair for Massage Therapy at Madison West, please join us at this At this time, I would ask all of our massage therapy graduates to come forward. Graduating from Madison East with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Massage Therapy, graduating with honors, Kevin Stutz. Graduating from Madison West with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Massage Therapy, graduating with honors, Kathleen E. Lai. Will Katie Waite, Program Chair for Medical Administrative Assistants and Medical Assistants at Madison West, Cara Guglielmo, Program Chair for Medical Administrative Assistants and Medical Assistants at Madison East, Judy Buckstein, Medical Assisting Externship Coordinator at Madison West, and Dan Gofflin, Medical Assisting Instructor at Madison East. Please join us at center stage. At this time, I will ask all of our Medical Administrative Assistant and Medical Assistant graduates to come forward. We will announce Medical Administrative Assistant graduates first. Graduating from Madison East with an Associate's in Applied Science degree for Medical Administrative Assistant, graduating with honors, Ashley Brinkmeyer. Amanda J. Manthe, who is unable to join us this evening. Graduating from Madison West with an Associate in Applied Science degree for Medical Administrative Assistant, graduating with honors, Kristen Elmer. Graduating with honors, Tanya R. Lewis. Linda Perkins. Graduating from Madison West with a diploma for medical assistant, graduating with high honors, Mary Ryan. Graduating from Madison East with an Associate's in Applied Science degree for medical assistant, graduating with honors, Catherine S. Beatty. Graduating with honors, Heather L. Gonzagowski. Graduating with honors, Melissa B. Nelson. Chair for Music Business at Madison East, please join us at center stage. At this time, I would ask our music business graduates to come forward. Graduating from Madison East with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Music Business, Kenyon Williams. Will Aaron Everett, Program Chair for Paralegal at Madison East and Madison West, please join us at center stage. At this time, I would ask our paralegal graduates to come forward. Graduating from Madison West with an Associate's in Applied Science degree for Paralegal, graduating with high honors, Tina R. Schott. Will Heather Wipieski, Program Chair for Veterinary Technology at Madison East, Katie Olson, Program Chair of Veterinary Technology at Madison West, and Dr. Megan Jordan, DVM at Madison East, please join us at center stage. At this time, I would ask our Veterinary Technology graduates to come forward. Graduating from Madison East with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Veterinary Technology, Courtney M. Andrews. Elizabeth Skibinski. Graduating from Madison West with an Associate's of Applied Science degree in Veterinary Technology, graduating with honors, Nicole Lee Ringelstetter. Graduating with honors, Krista Turner, who is unable to join us this evening. Nicole E. Wood. Graduating from Globe University, Eau Claire with an Associate's in Applied Science degree in Veterinary Technology, Amanda Hedlund.
Conferring degrees this evening is Madison East Dean of Faculty, Sandra Riley.
This is my favorite part of the evening, when you officially get your degree. I'm going to ask both Madison East and Madison West diploma candidates to please rise. Hi, Mary. In public recognition on this 21st day of December in the year 2012 of the successful completion of your diploma program, please move your tassel from right to left. Will Madison East and Madison West Associate's Degree candidates please rise? What a great looking group. Globe University, with the full recommendation of its president and faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in us by the state of Wisconsin, confers upon you the degree of Associate of Applied Science with all of its rights, privileges, and obligations, given this 21st day of December in the year 2012. Please move your tassel from right to left. Will Madison East and Madison West bachelor's candidates please stand? Globe University, with the full recommendation of its president and faculty, and by the virtue of the authority vested in us by the state of Wisconsin, confers upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all of its rights, privileges, and obligations, given this 21st day of December in the year 2012. Bachelor's candidates, please move your tassel from right to left. And will our master's degree candidate please rise? Go, Ashley. Globe University, with the full recommendation of its president and faculty, and by the virtue of the authority vested in us by the state of Wisconsin, confers upon you the degree of Master of Science with all of its rights, privileges, and obligations, given this 21st day of December in the year 2012. Ashley, please move your tassel from right to left.
Graduates, please stand and face the audience at this time. On behalf of Globe University, I would like to present to you the graduating class of Fall Quarter 2012. I would like to thank everyone for joining us this evening and for braving those Wisconsin elements. You're all very hardy Midwesterners. At the close of our ceremony, please remain seated until the graduates have recessed from the event. I'd like to thank the graduation committee for all of the efforts in planning the event. Thank you to Josh and Ryan for his beautiful singing. Thank you to our student speakers and for band. Congratulations to the graduates.